Welcome back. A Vieux Fort woman says she's counting her lucky stars after escaping a blaze at her home. What she thought was an electrical fire has turned out to be something far more sinister after CCTV footage was received from her neighbor. Cornelia Jacobs says on the night of Thursday, the 17th of December, she and her children were awakened by smoke and heat from a fire.
We went to bed, and at some point during the course of the night, not too long after we went to bed, I heard one of my daughters screaming fire in the house, and I saw this. I happened to open my eyes, jump from the sleep, open my eyes and see this huge flame, huge inferno inside of the house just above my head. And so I got up and to notice that the front of my house was on fire, especially in the doorway, blocking exits.
Jacob, her daughters and her granddaughter all climbed through a window to get to safety. What she initially dismissed as an electrical fire was a theory disproved by CCTV footage from a neighbor's house.
I decided to call the fire service just for documentary purposes, and they came and they took photographs of the lighted stuff, looked at stuff, and then came to the conclusion that it was indeed a fire from the machine. But I think on Monday, my children just could not get over the fact that, a fire just like that, and the electrical aspects of where the fire supposedly started were not burnt or anything. So I decided to ask the neighbor if perchance her camera may have picked up anything. And in less than 5 minutes, she rushed back to tell me, yes, I am right. And then she sent the footage to me. And as much as it was traumatic experiencing the fire, it was even more traumatic seeing the video footage and to think that somebody could actually want to set not just my house on fire, but to kill everybody in the house. Because had we gone to bed, or had we been in a deep sleep, gone to bed earlier, we probably would have never heard.
The man seen in the video footage has yet to be identified or arrested by law enforcement officials. What Jacob says is even more disheartening is that the matter has now become social media fodder, with one UWP spokesperson allegedly accusing Jacob of seeking attention. Jacob is an outspoken SLP supporter who has stirred her fair share of controversy and has been threatened with legal action for some of her social media posts. She warns that two can play that game when it comes to taking action for social media posts.
If Miss UWP wants to make my ordeal a political issue, she wants to make it a laughter issue, an issue of fun and games and maybe and whatever, I am going to take it this seriously and assume that maybe, just maybe, I remember posting something and then somebody said they were going to take me to court. Now, there's no reason to mix the two. But if that's the kind of thinking that she is going to engage in, Cornelia is going to join her on that same playing field and do the exact same thing. This fire almost took the lives of 6 of us in the house. And if somebody is going to use it to become popular, and she's enabled and encouraged by other members and supporters of the United Workers' Party, I am going to go hard.
Jacob is urging those posting about the fire and insinuating motives to come forward to police to provide information and issue statements on the matter. Between the 24th to the 27th of December, St. Lucia recorded 26 new COVID-19 cases. These new cases were among 314 COVID-19 tests conducted by the Ezra Long Laboratory. This brings the total number of cases diagnosed in country so far to 331. Nisha Charles reports.
On Friday, December 25th, 13 cases of COVID-19 were confirmed by the Ezra Long Laboratory. 4 of the cases were non-nationals who range in age from 5 months to 52 years. The other 9 cases recorded on that day were St. Lucia nationals from the Vieux-Fort, Castries, Dennery, Micoud, and Choiseul districts, ranging in age from 21 years to 61 years. According to the Chief Medical Officer, another 13 cases were recorded on Monday, December 28th.
11 were non-nationals ranging in age from 5 years to 46 years. The other 2 cases were nationals from the Babonneau district ranging in age from 38 years to 41 years. 8 of the 26 cases were contacts of previous cases and had been tested and placed in quarantine pending their results. Arrangements have been made for the isolation of all of the newly diagnosed cases. None of those cases require critical care at this point. The Ministry of Health has recorded a total of 274 recoveries to date, with 57 active cases presently in country.
The public is reminded of the importance of practicing the infection prevention and control measures to minimize COVID-19 infections.
Wash your hands often during the day, using soap and flowing water. Wear a mask in public places and ensure that it covers your mouth, your chin, and your nose. Also maintain a distance of 6 feet from others. Avoid contact with other people who have flu-like symptoms. If you are experiencing flu-like symptoms, keep away from others and seek medical care at the closest respiratory clinic.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness will continue providing updates as new information becomes available. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
A Mexican nurse became the first person in Latin America to receive a coronavirus jab when her country began its vaccination program on Thursday. Mexico has received an initial shipment of 3,000 doses of the U.S.-German Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. The country has one of the highest pandemic death tolls in the world, behind only the U.S., Brazil, and India. A short time later on Thursday, Chile and Costa Rica also began administering the vaccine. Argentina also plans to start inoculations in the next few days, but has chosen the Russian-produced vaccine Sputnik V for its initial phase, with a delivery of 300,000 doses arriving in the capital on Thursday morning. Brazil, which has recorded the highest number of deaths in the region, is not due to start until mid-February, despite a recent surge in the number of cases. The latest string of violent crimes and homicides plaguing the nation has spurred local artist Monk Star to pen a song that would appeal to the people who have a direct link, as well as some form of control over the situation. He says he's hopeful that the moments of peace and unity seen in his music video will continue long after the cameras stopped rolling. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
Them say madness out of style, but look badness trending. Every day is a bo, no more happy endings. Enough youths and dangerous, say it's like they defending. Who's that benefit? Only Creek. How much money spending? This one is for my friends. Calling out all my friends. Take a shot for my friends.
The combination of a catchy rhythm, powerful imagery depicting the current crime stronghold over the nation, mixed with much-needed community unity and goosebump-raising lyrics, is what makes up the latest song by local soca artist Marley James, who goes by the stage name Monkstar, titled Enemies. The song, which was released on the 26th of December and was written by Courtney Louis and James himself, goes straight to the point in an effort to highlight the growing crime issue on Island, urging those involved, as well as those with the power to bring about peace, to put the weapons down and stop the violence. During a candid interview with Hot 7 TV, James explained how the recent homicides over the past few months led to the birth of the song and what the lyrics mean to him.
This one just for my friends. We miss all of them. You understand me? But it's young youths right now causing useless violence in town. And it's true. Word for word is actually the truth. That's why I visualize and I see things, and when I see things, you never know, you get inspiration from every single corner. So I take that in. You understand me? And I see what's going on, and then we place that into a song. So when we came up with the first little hook and first little chorus and first You know, it was like everybody, the producer said, well, once I feel we have to construct that better and proper. You know, so Courtney Louie and myself, I mean, we have been worked before already, and we got separated for a little while, but then collaborated again, and once again, to me, every time we collaborate, it's always something extraordinary, something big.
James said this song is just one small step towards tackling the problem. He indicated that the people with the power to cause a change, including artists like himself and various community and gang leaders, should do so.
We have to take the advantage on giving them the right message. Show them that it's not only about that. Show it's not only one way things could happen, where we could come together, even if people say the so-called names are the bosses. I wanted them in. I wanted them there. You understand me? Because even if we don't know where the problem starts, but I'm sure we could end it in a certain way. You might not know where the problem or where the fight started or for what they were in. Sometimes they don't even know why they were in. But we can put a stop to that. If all the bigger heads came together, which they did, and I was so surprised to see all of them together in that video. It's not very easy to get them though. And I appreciate them coming together to make this happen. So it wasn't just only me or the producer or just my vocals or any other bodies. I actually have to give thanks to them too. Because if it wasn't for them, that video wouldn't be possible. The heads in the ghettos, like they say. They're not actually bad people. You know. People believe that they are bad, but they're not actually bad people. You know what I mean? Sometimes they lead in certain stuff, and sometimes they're not even the ones who's calling what's going on.
The artist said he has high hopes for the results of the song.
I don't know what the future I don't know what the future brings, I don't know what it holds. But for now, the cease of the violence, for now, it is not a gang thing that's going. I hear people are ready. So everybody's working. All right? Everybody is together right now. And that's a big plus for me. Not just for me, but I feel a good plus for St. Lucia too. Because we would have much more deaths. It's true, little things happening still, but these are things sometimes beyond your control.
The island has so far recorded 54 homicides for the year. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
So as we just heard in that report, soca artist Monster is making an appeal to the youth of the nation, particularly those warring with each other, urging them to stop the violence. With his song sending chills down the spines of those who feel the deep message, Hot 7 TV took to the streets to ask the public whether they think other artists and public figures should use their platform to follow suit.
Soca star Monster has done it again with a new powerful hit single titled No Enemies, where he highlights the country's current issues of violent crime and homicide, and also urges warring communities and gangs to put the weapons down and come together. So with that said, we took to the streets to ask you, the members of the public, whether you think more artists and people with public platforms should follow in his footsteps and urge the nation to be more peaceful. Here's what you had to say.
Yeah, I agree to that because, a lot of our young men dying out there, and it's not nice, to the youngsters that are growing up, So if that's what the younger children saying, probably that's what they all want to indulge into. So, if more of the artists come out and portray that kind of thing Monster doing, we'll be very appreciative about it.
Yes, that's a good thing. Peace is always stands, Love, peace. And it's a good time to enjoy, that season is the best time to become friendly.
It takes too long for them to do this. That should be done long ago. Not one man that started now. Although it's never too late, but it's all right. Let's choke it out.
I have a Christmas song telling you about Santa C. I saw Santa Claus this morning with a bag in the hand, and poor Santa wasn't smiling. This I could not understand. I said, Santa, why you so sad, Santa? Things not so bad, Santa, the hurricane, it's St. Lucia again. But Santa tell me, is the crime wave you see that have him so melancholy, right? He's so sad, he can't have no fun with them knife and them guns, so he keep in his bag in the hand. Santa say, put the guns away, I that already.
Yeah, they should, but at the same time, that would not stop the violence. Everybody have their own beef to grind, so even if we say what we say has nothing to do with what they do, doesn't make a difference.
Well, what he's doing is a good thing to encourage the young people to put down the guns, the weapons, and live in peace with each other. But more so, I think we should include prayer too. We should include prayer. We should pray. We should always pray for the nation, because God hears when we pray for the nation. He delivers his people. He hears, but we have to pray in spirit and in truth. Yes, so when we pray to God, he will deliver the nation. He will set the nation free.
Yes, Monster song, the new song. It's the bomb. I love it. Yes, violent out of style, but violent still going on trending. Yes, it's perfect.
So do you think more artists and people with public profiles should come out and encourage more peace and unity, just like he's doing in this song?
I believe they should follow the pattern, or all man like Ricky T with the golden voice. He should come out and drop something too.
I believe so, yes. It's always a good thing when people can come out, especially Monster, that can come out and put a message like that out there. And you especially in the video, you see the certain people coming together, sitting down, having a drink, jamming, touching each other, talking, that kind of thing. But let us hope it's not just for the video they did it. Let us hope that it is genuine. And yes, I do believe that other artists should come out and do that. Yeah?
All right, there you have it. So thank you very much. You've heard what our guys had to say. So maybe the other artists listening should take a page out of Mongstar's book. With that said, for Hot 7 TV, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. There's more coming up after the break.